Hello, this is favrailer's YouTube channel. Today's episode, we're gonna talk about renting a room and what those steps are. So, if you're like 18 or a young adult and all that, and you're out there and you're looking for to rent a room and be out on your own, kinda, or because you're going to college or you're just moving out of your family's house or something, um, we're just gonna go over. I'm just gonna talk about my experience of renting a room and all that. Because I've rented a room twice. Let's see, you could find a room for rent on like Craigslist or mainly Craigslist. Um, let's see, I found one room on Craigslist for like $350 a month, and that was in the city next to some bus lines that could get you to the college and stuff. And it was a real nice house. It was like a two-story house, but something about that house, it didn't have a living room. It was mainly like a rental house where the guy who owned it would turn it into the kind of house where he would rent all the rooms out and stuff like that. And it had two bedrooms downstairs, which are like a house practically itself downstairs. Then you went upstairs and it had a kitchen and three bedrooms. And I rented the one room, and I didn't know who I was gonna be living with, and that's something that you take a bit of a chance on because you don't know who you're gonna live with and stuff. And that's where that's one of the reasons why I'm making a YouTube video, because it's if you have if you know the people you're gonna move in with, and that's a pretty good thing because you want to know if they're clean, do they wash their dishes, do they just leave their food all over the counter and the kitchen table, and are they clean people? Because if you're a clean person, you might not be into that, but if you're a dirty, messy person and they're clean, then they might not like you as a renter. And that's why the owner, usually the owner will either live at the house or he visits the house every month to pick up the rent. And that was the kind of renter that I rented. That was the landlord. He owned the house and he would come by every month. And it was pretty nice living there. One guy, he had the master bedroom and he was like a teacher, and he was a really cool guy. Another guy, he worked somewhere, I don't know doing what, and everything was pretty good for a while there, like the first month. But then after the first month, the teacher moved out. The teacher guy moved out, and then it was just me and the other guy upstairs. And I never saw the people downstairs that lived downstairs. It was mainly the people upstairs that I saw every day. And when a teacher moved out, which was like a month later, I'd been living there, and it was real nice. The house went on sale. So that's another thing. If you're gonna move into a place, ask the person you're gonna rent if he plans on like renting the place out. I mean, selling it or something, and or whatever. Because you don't want to move in. So if you plan on living somewhere for like longer than a couple months, you may want to ask them if they're gonna sell the house a month later. Because I wasn't prepared for that. And then but that didn't really matter though. But that's something that happened. And then this other guy moved back in. I guess he just got out of jail or something, or I don't even know where he got back from. I really don't. I think that's where he came back from. I'm pretty sure. And this guy became buddies with the other guy that was renting there, and they would just stay late, real late. I mean, till about 3 a.m. drinking, smoking, and just playing loud music and stuff. So I finally figured it was time to move out of there and stuff because school's about to start again, and I couldn't stay up till 2 a.m. So maybe if you're a college student or something, I don't. That's probably not the kind of place you want to live in where everything's just gonna be loud. It's good to live with people that are probably doing this kind of similar thing that you are doing, which is why they got dorms at the colleges and stuff. Um, let's see. But anyway, so when the teacher guy moved out, the teacher guy was like the leader of the house because he knew the owner of the house and stuff. So if he didn't like something, he would tell you like to clean it up or something because you're just too messy or whatever. But when he moved out, the house kind of just went to crap because then the other guys they would just leave their dishes and I mean things just got so dirty in that house. It was unbelievable. It was worse. It was terrible living in that house. And then one day I just cleaned up the kitchen. I just cleaned up everything and put everything away. And then the guy got home and he got pissed off and stuff, and he started just getting all angry and stuff. So that sucks because it was like, well, okay, I'm just gonna live in some dirty house or whatever. But that was another reason why I wanted to get out of there. Um, that's about all right there. And then I finally moved out. Uh, what else? So then that guy, I think he got like a girlfriend, and she started coming around to the house and stuff, and that was cool. It was no problem. But then they started like there were people like getting in fights at 2 a.m. and stuff, and that was another reason. That's why some places it's like it says girlfriends don't sleep over, stuff like that. But usually people don't care unless something like that's going on, which is why that's probably in the rules. What's nice about getting a room from it, you want to know if you get free Wi-Fi and cable. I didn't use my cable there because I didn't even watch TV at that time, but I did use the internet. But I finally moved out of there. I got so tired of living in that house. It just got to crap towards the end. And then the guy he was just going crazy or something. And I got a car, and it was a nice looking car. And he wanted to mess with it or something. I was like, I'm getting out of here. This guy's crazy. So I moved out. I moved out like the next day, and I told the owner, and I was like, look, I know this isn't 30 days or notice, but I don't want to be dealing with this. And he goes, oh, you should have told me earlier. And but it's just best to get out of there. So then I found another place for rent that was really nice. And I went looking around. I found one place, but the people smoked cigarettes, and I don't like to be around smokers really, because I don't smoke. I don't drink. And that place smelled like cigarettes real bad, so I decided not to get that place. Plus, they had like cats and stuff. I'm not sure I'm not really into cats running around and all that. But I found one real good place, and I went and got that one, and that one was the best place to rent at, because it was just really peaceful there and all that. But and I lived there for almost a whole year, if not like maybe 9 months. I lived there for some 9 months or something like that. And that was a really good place until I dented my car on the front, and then I came home one day and there was like a sticker on my window that said it was gonna get towed because it was dented and stuff. And it was a real nice community, so I guess they don't want dented cars in their neighborhood or anything like that. So I got the car fixed finally. It took me a long time, but I lived there for about 9 months or so. If you have any questions on renting a room, feel free to just comment or subscribe or whatever. And that's my video on renting a room. Overall, it's real nice. I'd rather just live with my family though, cause I don't know. It's a lot nicer. But yeah, living with people you don't know, you gotta. It's best to know who you're living with if you have that opportunity. And that's about it.